Yeah, hit mine. Yeah, not bad. We can't hit this one. Greetings, everybody. Today we are back with, hold on, turn this off. Do you think? Today we are going to be testing another Star Wars fight scene, I guess. More of a concept, actually.
Yes, because this gets repeated a lot, and it's also an idea that people kind of have just in combat generally.
Yep.
That high ground gives you an advantage.
It does.
I was about to say, I'm a firm believer in it.
I am not.
I have done this and practiced it with other people in groups and individually, and statistically speaking, high ground gives you the advantage.
But Nate, you're forgetting one thing.
What?
Shad is a contrarian. So,
I'm a contrarian.
He is.
so see, he had to contrarian.
No. Like, there's been a broader consensus as well that doesn't give you an advantage. And I've gone to medieval castles on the spiral staircases and kind of analysed what would happen and stuff. Nah, it'll give you a massive disadvantage.
So you've gone to some stairs and gone,
Hang on.
No.
Spiral staircases, very narrow, very high incline.
Okay.
I guess we need to test it in levels
Yes, we do.
of high groundness.
Okay.
Now, today we've got, we're here at the Shadlands, beautiful Shadlands, great day. It's a little bit hot, we're probably gonna get a bit sweaty. And we've got lightsabers, thanks to NSabers.
This is from NSabers.
They sent us these ones. Can everybody turn the sound off so we can...
No! It's like this third best part.
Yeah, we're gonna be testing the sabers today. These ones here, specifically from NSabers. Thank you for sending them. There'll be a link in the description if you wanted to pick up some of these ones.
This is not Kylo Ren's one, all right?
It's not.
I would not sully myself to get a replica from that abomination, but I've always been a proponent that lightsabers should have had cross guards from the get-go. Better designed, all right? I think the beam needs to start here, not have this big
just
kind
like
of metal thing.
Bexalite crossguard. Like, that'll work.
What?
Another thing.
Beskar!
Yeah, Bexalite. Yeah.
Okay, for my in-head canon, this is a Beskar lightsaber, problem solved.
Okay, a whole other conversation for a whole other video. Anyways, so what we'll try and do today is simulate, well, the Revenge of the Sith Anakin fight versus Kenobi, where he's like, don't try it. I had the high ground. Which, you know,
Which seemed to have been so insurmountable that Anakin thought, all right, there's no chance of me fighting him on low ground. I need to jump over him to get on the other side for me to get the high ground on him.
Yes.
That's how much of an insurmountable advantage Anakin thought the high ground was.
Well, it's the one time in Star Wars history where the opponent had their back turned, well, actually their butt turned above them, and they took it, because usually in those spins, it knew it got called. They just, I'll let you finish your spin.
Right, but why don't we get started with our testing?
We will. But first, you have...
I have Palpatine.
Palpatine's one.
The Supreme Chancellor's, this one here is a very, very nice saber. And now, are you ready? What? What, Chad?
Just saying it looks ribbed for your pleasure.
You're disrespecting the Dark Lord of the Sith right now. You know, you gotta be careful, Chad. It's pretty good. Oh, actually, no, this is actually not a bad saber at all, because this is a very small hilt. To fit the electronics in this, that's actually impressive. This one here is the dark saber one. Now, this one, sadly, we can't actually...
It's not a combat one.
Yes, it's not a combat one, but it is a very high quality saber, genuinely.
It's not bad, and I have a dedicated video on what my thoughts of the dark saber design generally. There are pros and cons. And
I feel like it's like a medieval sax, like I'm meant to hold it backwards.
And lightsabers should have had cross guards from the get-go. If they were capable of making cross guards with this technology, any swordsman worth his salt would think, oh, this is cross guard. Oh, by the way, gun shields. You're telling me you could have a handheld shield the entire bloody time? Jedi, what are you doing?
Anyway,
all right,
let's get to the high ground.
Let's start testing this. All right, we are on a hill. In actual fact, this is a really similar incline to the scene in the film.
Give it up, Shad. I have the high ground.
You underestimate my power.
Don't try it.
Ah! I can't force jump. But we're not testing force jumping. We're testing high ground.
We are.
I actually think Anakin, you idiot. I feel you have the advantage on the low ground. And he gave that up to try and jump over Obi-Wan.
I still think the height gives you an advantage, but trying to jump over the person who currently has an advantage is just, it's a dumb idea.
All right, my logic is that in conventional sword fighting, okay, the upper body is one of the easier things to protect, right?
Yes.
Lower body is a bit harder, but usually your lower body is further away from the opponent, so you don't need to worry about it. In this situation, your lower body now is a prime target for me.
Yes.
And
it would be primary target now because it's at your forward range.
And it is just as easy to protect my upper body.
Perhaps.
I mean, you would have to go over it, but look, I just need to angle it up a bit, right?
It's true. It just depends on how we
I am
work
using a cross-guarded lightsaber, which admittedly, right, this position here with a cross-guard is really good.
It is.
As soon as you get rid of the cross-guard, this defense is less viable. But I still maintain guarding the upper body is easier from this position. Sweeping attack, sweeping blocks, right? In a pretty good position.
Well, I can't get to your legs at all, basically. Even if you keep it out, keep one of your legs out.
It's
So
pretty
it's
hard.
just in range.
Just in.
And I am like, my knee is almost forward of my toe.
This is so easy to reach your...
And even balance, like a thing with balance, if your knee is beyond your toe, you're out of balance. I have to almost get out of balance to reach you.
All right, so you think there's an advantage though. What's your reasons for the advantage?
So my reasons for the advantage is just experience. We have done, this is with reenactment groups and a couple of HEMA groups, we have done so many King of the Hill fights. And not always does the person at the top win, but statistically speaking,
King of the Hill, do they have halberds and spears?
We have whatever weapons we
want. Oh, well,
want.
there we go.
Well, King of the Hill with whatever weapon. It can be sword, it can be sword and shield. It's never lightsaber.
I'm speaking about sword-like weapons specifically. I reckon Okay, so the only way to really put this to the test is to do some light sparring and see what's going on.
Sure, no fingies. No fingies.
Oh, I'm totally going for fingies, just slightly.
Okay. Does it work?
Yep. So, all right, so from this position, we're just kind of, I actually think I need a, this is one-handed, so it's like I'm going to be doing rapier kind of stuff here. Hit him in the leg.
Yeah, and I need to lean forward on this leg. That is true. That is true. That's two dead idiots.
See, all right, so observations. I felt like in those exchanges, I didn't need to not guard my lower body one bit.
Well, I wasn't aiming at your lower body. It's way too far away.
Because it's too far away. And so all I'm thinking is covering the upper body, which makes the defense so much easier to pay attention to.
Now, I was making a mistake there. Shadow's fighting back-footed, obviously, but I'm fighting forward-footed. I'm starting to overextend to actually reach.
Because you know how quick I could get there, so you're trying to move your legs back.
Well, kind of. Other way around. I'm actually leaning forward to make sure I can get an early shot in, which is not what I should be doing. I should be fighting defensively.
You reckon?
I reckon I should be leaning back, making you lean forward.
Would that mean that I have the advantage then if I'm forcing you to fight more defensively?
Let's find out.
Did I get a hand then?
Glance.
Glance. That was interesting.
That was.
You were extended. I was like, I just went right into your hand then.
And I'm falling for the same thing because I'm downhill. I am starting to lean forward.
I think the advantage is in the low ground. All right, straight off, this is a completely different dynamic for me. The hitbox is already half of what I like. To me,
I haven't tried anything yet, so I don't know what I'm thinking.
But like, the main targets I feel comfortable hitting is like your chest and up.
Yeah.
That's the main areas that I have range for. I already feel at a disadvantage, but we'll see. What are any thoughts?
Well, I'm thinking because I like lower guards anyway, I'm actually super low right now.
Isn't it? And you like it, don't you? So, already observations. I feel like the only viable target is your extended hand. I don't feel like there's no way I can reach your legs, and even your head and upper body is too far.
I am keeping that right at distance.
And like,
also,
look at this. One of the most biggest disadvantages of high ground, I can't lunge.
No.
I'm off balance and I'm ready to roll down the hill. Holy.
Yeah, I did say that. It's a defensive position because as soon as your knee goes past your foot, your balance is now over the top of where your structure is. So you're falling forward. You have to.
But that means you have no forward threat.
Defensive.
Yeah. I have to keep it there for structure.
Yep. And then it's a prime target.
Yeah. Yep. Okay, if I fight a bit more defensively. Yeah. That's hard to bring it back.
Prime target right there.
I need it to keep my structure because if I can't stay like this and to lunge back.
And I can lunge forward easily. Because I'm not going off balance with this. And so I'm just going straight in.
But this doesn't make sense. Hold on. Maybe if I'm a bit more flat, which I don't want to be, but
it'll still put you off. Ready?
Yep.
And that hand is a prime target for me as well.
Is. What if I'm coming down? That is very hard to fight, like moving back. If I have to fight defensively, that's a lot more difficult.
So I may be remembering something about King of the Hill, where a lot of the advantages seem to be given by people with shields, two-handed axes, and spears.
But no, high ground wins.
I told you, I was saying.
Single sword, I can't now.
Come on, Tyrant.
Officially recall that that's a lot of wins for the obvious reasons.
In that exchange,
I was at a very clear. That was very difficult.
Yeah.
And you have to keep the foot out for structure because you're off balance. I'm on a plane here, going downwards. I can't stand like this. Standing more flat, I'm a bigger target. And
what I was doing, right, is because the hand is still a threat, I was threatening his upper body, making you raise it for defense,
and then
just
by
come
the time I come
down.
here, if it was in a normal fight, sure, I think there's enough you move back.
Yeah.
With this, I have to jump back up the hill.
For science, more testing is required. Hand?
Yeah, you got like the top of my thumb. Yeah, I can't keep it. Yeah. So something interesting is if I was on a flat plane, right, and Nate starts advancing on me, I can very easily, effortlessly move back. When you're on this though, and you go to do that exact same move, it's nothing. It's literally nothing.
Hang on. We're not done yet, Shane. We're not done.
So moving forward, it's fine. The problem is, even if I push him back, right? I'm pushing back. I'm running straight into his blade. So I can't advance. It forces you to be more defensive, while at the same time offering you no good offensive capabilities.
You know, back in the day, as your average Shadowversity viewer, I used to like it when you disagreed with everyone and you were right. Today is different. Today is different because I know statistically, not necessarily this weapon, not necessarily a single sword, but I know statistically high ground, shush! You're not helping my point! Statistically, high ground does give you the advantage, maybe not with single sword.
So this is the thing, right? People get this idea from a truth, but it's a completely different combat situation. They're thinking about battlefield. In a battlefield, an army that has the high ground has the statistical advantage. Greater range with arrow fire, they can press the advantage better, and if you have pole arms and shields, it nullifies all the disadvantages.
Even without all of that, let's say spear and spear, that would be a bit different, but as soon as one person on the high ground has a shield that is a decent height, you're fine. You just stand there defensively because they can't do anything.
But when it comes to sword fighting, which has been my understanding from the get-go, lower ground has the advantage.
Don't overcommit. Don't overcommit, Anakin.
I've already taken that arm.
I already took yours.
What's fun about this, we're actually, we're fighting with these basically with our knowledge of real swordsmanship. Star Wars fight scenes are choreographed.
Yes.
And it does make me think it would be fun to make a choreographed.
Well, you reckon we'd be able to do it better?
I reckon we could do it.
Yeah?
In actual fact, I think we already have something pre-prepared.
Perhaps we do.
Maybe.
Now, if you want to see it though.
Yes.
Well, of course they want to see it. I look like a fat Jedi in
This
this.
Actually, it's exclusive content that took a bit of work to make.
Yep.
Okay, so it's high production, for us, high production value, exclusive content that's available for our supporters. So if you support us on channel memberships, Patreon, Subscribe Star, or Player, there is a choreographed fight scene that Nate and Tyrant put together.
Now, it's going to be unfinished, but the choreography's good, basically.
So you can check it out, become a supporter, get out, and that's not the only bit of exclusive content. We're making dedicated exclusive content regularly, trying to make it with all our videos.
Over 30 videos just sitting there waiting for you. Unboxings, Q&As, exclusive content after like every video, stuff like that.
Bloopers, behind the scenes sections, like
We have like such a hilarious blooper reel in our other lightsaber video.
Yeah, me and Nate have got a bruise.
yeah.
We just want,
He doesn't.
we wanted to see
because
how
I was being nice.
Wasn't my fault. Nate decided not to.
But if you want to support us and help out the channel and help this type of content that we make, you can head to all those different websites, and it would really help, and we enjoy it.
$1 to $5 a month. That's actually what keeps us sustainable. No joke. Thanks to you guys. So now
You can try the crossguard.
Is that versus you?
No, you can do it.
We've already established low ground has the advantage, but now if you add a crossguard into the mix,
Have you gone high ground yet?
yeah, against Tyrant.
Go on.
Well, he'll try the low ground
First
first.
low ground and crossguard. Crossguard now, and it's best guard. It's best guard, okay?
It's best car.
Best guard.
Best guard?
Best car.
Best car is best guard? Now, yeah, that's a two-handed, which is actually going to put you closer to me. Was that a strike?
I don't know. I didn't feel it.
Oh, you okay?
Yeah, all right, that was a double.
Oh! Sorry. Oh, that would have, the lightsaber would have just dropped because there would have been no thumb.
I stole the figure.
Oh, no, my finger survived.
Oh, really?
My thumb just not there.
So I'm feeling so much more protected because there are glances hitting the
Get up the hill.
That is just not passing.
Okay. I'm trying to be advantageous.
I got it! I got him in the head!
Get up!
It seems that Shad was. I don't disagree with Shad's take at the beginning of the video.
And I think what Tyrant is probably trying to say is he's willing to admit when he's wrong.
I am.
And I also am willing to admit when I am wrong in specific situations.
Yes.
There's a running joke with Tyrant where it's very hard for him to say he's right. He says, I do not disagree.
I don't disagree.
I don't disagree anymore.
Anymore, yep. High ground is a lie in the specific circumstance that.
For sword fighting.
Yes. Well,
For single sword fighting.
Yes.
So,
because usually people apply it as a broad term, like high ground wins, right? And
In the battlefield, with armies, that's actually absolutely correct. It gives you a wider field of view, higher range on archery and other ranged weapons.
cover your legs with shields.
With
You'll
shields.
have backup with extra ranks. There is
Yep.
so much.
And it's easy to force people into a retreat. And there's a lot of advantages.
Harder to move uphill.
Yeah.
Yep, exactly. You can charge from high ground, harder to charge up ground. But when it comes to sword fighting,
Now, maybe things will change a bit more when you have different lengths of swords, but for the most part, when you have something that's about the same.
Fellow reenactors and HEMA practitioners, please add some comments about your particular experiences with King of the Hill, because I know for a fact that it's worked. And today I proved the exact opposite. It bothers me.
it was actually shocking how much of a disadvantage high ground was.
Yeah.
Because you couldn't, it cancelled out
let me
your
put it this way.
forward movement because you would expose your leg and it cancelled out your back movement.
Yep.
And so you're in a static position where the attacker has
And
full dynamic movement forward and
Your
back.
foot is exposed, and you need it there for structure.
You do.
And you're putting your
move it.
weight on it to lean
Yep.
forward. So all the
And then-
person at the bottom of the hill needs to do is lean back a bit, and all of a sudden they're off balance.
And biggest thing I noticed, I'm actually testing this. Basically on the high ground, you couldn't lunge.
Yeah.
Like as soon as you tried to do and lunging is so such an important ability in the sword fighting to get those ranged hits in, and you're just exposing your leg, and it's so easy to cover your upper body on the lower ground and just hit.
Especially with a crossguard, made of the Bexalite stuff.
Beska.
Oh, I'm just an average citizen of the stars. Like, it's Bexalite, it's fine.
Anyways, I'm sure we're going to ruffle some feathers with this one. I'm sure people in the comments are going to be, they're going to get it right. They're going to be like, yeah,
I
of course.
hope, but like, trained Jedi should have known it. Anakin, you had the advantage. Like, you know what should have been like? All right. Say the line.
The line.
At the Obi-Wan line.
Don't try it, Anakin!
No, the one before the before. It's
I have
over.
the high ground.
Yeah.
It's over, I have the high ground.
Oh, you're right.
It's over!
It's over.
Bye.
Oh, that should be Anakin.
Chad, did we just change the entire context of the Star Wars?
I think we did.
Sorry, didn't mean for that. There's going to be a video here where we do other lightsaber stuff.
Where we love testing things in pop culture and Star Wars, and in this one, we're testing Anakin's. Ready? He comes forward and he goes down and he blocks with the back swing.
That was a good timing on the ignition.
That was great.
Give it a go. It's a good video.
Thanks to
NSabers.
NSabers.
There'll be a link in the description if you want to pick up some of these high quality sabers. They are very nice. Thank you, NSabers, and thank you everybody for watching, and everybody who supports us. Video somewhere here. Bye-bye.